Yeah.
Among for people so me and say you came your position. Sometimes I never politician of him. Of them say yet to me for no.
Yeah.
This will be say you kutupa. And send you bet me I say what chere.
Sana imagine.
I say we cannot independently protest the hardships of our country. And yes, sanity.
Enti on say the wo kan no. Ye de ba omo amanyo se mu Ghana hakra na se bibi koso na se manfo no mpa. Yes wo NDC fo na hyehyere. Se NDC fo so na wo power or se MPP fo na hyehyere. Okay.
When you look at the history of Sadia Kosu Kenya in the last 3 weeks, 1 month.
Yeah.
Mabuna de mutinti my pa. And then I'm no be community and no yesa.
Okay.
We are no Ashanti region.
Okay.
Who say Ashanti region? Me papa ba come no problem pay regional minister.
Yeah.
Because the Ashanti region has lots of Brenibeka deprivation. You know the important Ashanti region, but anya the name be a kataka so Brenibeka aesthetics. As ya ye flowers the be afade and home by dino structure nye.
As you play to na the plaster task no.
Yes, me we na time o ha na hwe na podium. Nja men come key one say yes analysis.
Of course.
I know Brenibeka na ya tiring. This is the look Kenya.
Yeah.
They are about 53 million. It will show almost Ghana double. Almost Ghana double in Kenya.
See around 33.
Now, demonstration.
Okay.
Nema bebra say.
Okay.
Almost stormy on parliament. Ebra na Ghana for near 5 members of parliament or Ghana. Kenya.
Yeah.
Now interesting. On the 21st of September 2030, I did see Kenya Ghana for rain feeder. Professor Kofi Anwono. Westgate shopping mall, terrorist attack, Echo, Al-Shabaab, Echo attack, Okaya, one of Ghana's finest journalists ever produced, Komladumo, Echo Grounds. And it was one of the most memorable memories among Komladumo that time. Voice of Africa. Now we don't know your report.
Easy.
Then later in LNA say on the 21st of September, say one of Ghana's distinguished academicians, the Professor Kofi Anwono. I think no concern. I'm not too sure of the story. BBC I don't know what Kenya. Westgate shopping mall. Free mu. Yeah. Me tell story exactly about 11 years. I'm saying 5 Ghanaian members of parliament. Honorable Nilante Sylvester. Current deputy for me. No parliament. Almost could did you maybe? And at Trenchim could see. Now, Osha France 24, my fan France 24 record is any part 13 a year. Tina make us I'm sourcing to France 24. I usually say to cannot independently verify. So my source is France 24.
Okay.
So that time I mean say 13, but is any per 2. To me, who's a members of parliament or a kind Westgate, then I'm saying, I dear careful because Kenya there or more protest and be beat to miss.
Yeah.
Okay, Raila Odinga, Bakui Kenyatta said 2007. So they have a history of protest. No mere protester. They are one of the fearful countries in the when they come to protest. Me, we be a France, some mere protest more drink. Maybe a Kenya beba. Maybe the Asia for no, I think South Korea for to be definitely. So why were the youth in Kenya demonstrating? What are the similarities between Emmanuel Murezino and Ghana? What lessons can the Ghanaian leader learn? It's in a part I'm not better travel, no saying it here. Okay. So these are some of the pictures of the demonstration. Video ni boy be a copyright issues my fan back. But this is why Kenya were demonstrating. Okay, I'm a current president or a doctor. William Ruto, no, yet the deputy president and a vice president to Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, Jomo Kenyatta, the first African president of South Africa. No, never be issue. I'm one of the interesting angles of African election. I'm come last election. President, there was a president Kufuor. The deputy Bamia. Bamia could drop but was any year. Not President Kufuor could drop John Mahama.
What? So surprising.
But the Nutuma John Mahama and our campaign against it. Now, one advice on the year, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. That is how the Kenyan election went. Wow. It was very, very interesting. Now, the idea we were from the financial bill. As I come on the financial bill, never ban. Come Uhuru Kenyatta, a free abano. And so no, na Kenyan debt stock no. It was crazy. It was share the Kenyan me pet the stock na mam. Currently on the debt stock no
2023.
On 2023 on the stock no around my debt stock no around $83 billion. My pet the stock na mam. Around $83 billion, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
My payments is here. I want to use it for something.
Yeah.
And to show you all corner or peja country in debt pa. So when you look Kenyatta came, he had a lot of issues.
Okay.
So I have it now.
Okay.
Tamana Uru Kenyatta economy. The Kenyan debt
so that's
was 13 billion. Or 1.79 trillion shillings. So the Kenyan Mudi shillings.
Yeah.
But Tamara free office no. All bano na 13 billion. That is Uru Kenyatta.
Yeah.
All free office no na balloon cost $61 billion. So Kenya almost 5 years if I'm not mistaken. So 10 years.
Yeah.
So in 10 years, Uru Kenyatta na Uru Kenyatta and William Ruto, the deputy president. Opened the Kenyan debt stock from $13 billion to $61 billion, which is 1.79 trillion shillings to 8.7 trillion shillings. That is a stark gap. Gap on this one. So meaning that one hour baby across Ghana, the time because there are some similarities. At Ghana, they want baby how?
Yeah, because from 120 over 20 billion.
Yes. No, 13 billion.
13 billion.
Yes, to 61 billion.
Now Ghana the any scenario na me dey.
Oh, okay, Ghana then 122 now almost 600 and something.
Billion to 600 and so it's a huge gap.
That's a cause lumba onyumbe how. It's say one baby ano. How. So the Kenyan situation I mean make Ghana the any kakra.
Yeah.
So because of that, Kenya has a ballooning debt crisis.
Yeah.
In fact, Kenya debt to GDP. 70% debt to GDP. You can't debt to GDP, bro. For Canada, then it's here. It's just a year, no.
Yeah.
So Kenya, a ton Yama Sika, no. So a castle Kutuyaka, or the 70% about Kutuyaneka.
Say when you scan them, funny say, when you scan who do.
Yes.
Obey you and soon and
Kutuyaneka. Yes. The case obi debt is 70% to GDP and yet the annual product or produce of the country productivity also many happy to handle that. But the 70% a bit to Yaneka. What you say? So there are some similarities. Ghana debt to GDP at the metro. But before me do no.
So Ghana the number around 80.
Yeah. I'm a financial bill. I didn't know so many and babu need to go mountains.
Yeah.
To say brodo any cooking na yo. President saw the 16% tax ebe to so. Brodo any cooking on so months say. The second idea of us all say phone data, bank transfers, and levy. In fact, Kenya started M-Pesa.
Yeah.
That is why mobile money, the right English is M-Pesa. It was 2007. And Ghana learning in 2009. After mobile charge bank transfers.
Okay.
Phone data, you better be free so.
Yeah.
The third one, sanitary pad, and diapers, and also the tax better so.
Yeah.
Housing levy 1.5%, yeah, the better so. 16% value added tax on money that policy holders receive as compensation from insurance companies. So, car crackon question will be a who insurance profit every company. No, buying so by 16%.
Ah, any brimun.
Yes, that also. Ebio, or some say introduce 15% withholding tax for digital content creators. YouTube for no more did kakrano. I buy so by 15% withholding tax also. O musika so. Entaman for catch us and then mabu na ekun. Na you be politician bi o Kenya na akọ champagne for bi achi this obwa.
Yeah.
These are things that affect the mabu send YouTube or Ghana. And in Africa.
Yeah.
It is the youth that spoke in Kenya.
Yeah.
Let nobody deceive you. Ebio about this or somebody 35% tax for people earning about 500,000 shillings.
Yeah.
OJ $3,536. And above, I buy this or budget taxes also. They say $1 in the
35% tax.
Yes, 35%. They say $1
it's around 16 something.
And to the man say 15.
Yeah.
To the touch of that's only 53,000 busumi biya.
Yeah.
I buy this or budget 35%. As tax. And to sha, o calculate 35% and I say 53,000.
Yeah.
To sha, I buy this say would you pay be or budget 18,550 Ghana cedis.
This is can we
as tax. Ebio or some VAT on petroleum products will be increased from 8% to 16%. Now so sha petrol, diesel.
Yeah.
Kenya for koto go mu kem. Now buy so some budget or pedem from 8% to 16%. Now ko Kenya 2/3 of memu e some yaduma no mu ni aduma.
Yeah.
And I'm saying accusations of corruption. So these were the 10 key things, and I'm sourcing this from the Financial Bureau of Kenya, Al Jazeera, and France 24.
Wow. Wow.
So this is why a Kenya mebum eti omhugu amonten so.
So it wasn't that obi shomechi because this particular demonstration protesting, the me when you say ya nche dem who say we na leader. And now we na leader of the group.
This is the Generation Z.
Unlike
the Gen Zs of Kenya.
Yes, unlike certain vigils, I cry kromu e koso abe say we mu na lead, we mu na call on demonstration. It wasn't something like that.
No, we here, you know. Omo attack parliament, the bill has been withdrawn.
Yeah.
But let me look at what are the similarities between what Kenyans are doing
and
the conditions they were complaining about and what is happening. Okay. Because was a Kenya debt, that's 70% to GDP.
Yeah.
From 13 billion to 61 billion under Uhuru Kenyatta. So more how?
Yeah.
Now this is Ghana's debt. From 122 billion in 2016 to say Ghana as at Osha Bank of Ghana 2023 end of year. I mean first quarter of 2024 end of year 20 Ghana debt stock now balloon to 61 billion. So Kenya the 61 billion dollars. Ghana the 52.4 billion. Again, this is the end of 2023. Taman Fontaine year.
Wow.
52.4 billion at the end of 2023. So because of Kenya comprises, let me use dollars. Because Kenya this shillings, Ghana this city. So let me stay with the dollars. Now, Osha Ghana DNA. Ghana debt to GDP no, 72.5% of the debt stock, 72.5 of GDP.
Yeah.
So meaning that our debt stock or debt to GDP is a worse index compared to Kenya. Also Kenya the 70%. So Ghana entire annual productivity, you could try a car, you the 70%.
And echo.
Kenya the 70% echo. Ghana the 72.5%.
Yeah.
So there's a similarity.
Yeah.
So if you're a leader of a country, you need to manage the economy properly. Because economy also and one cement boy. Yes, first July.
I say Gromutum. Any petrol is going up.
First July.
Yeah, first by Monday go.
Aren't Kenyans complaining about petroleum prices here?
Wow. Wow. And all these taxes.
You will be digital content. I buy a Sunday warning. We love you at the buy bets or the bank. So there are some similarities.
Yeah.
So if you are the president of Ghana, you shouldn't dismiss these things.
Yeah.
You should look at because you see the future of our country is the youth of this country.
Yeah.
They are the future. And the answer near doors. So whatever the Kenyans were demonstrating, there's a similarity. Yeah, they stock from 122 billion to 610 billion at the end of 2020, according to the Bank of Ghana, which is over $51 billion. Kenya then is $61 billion. Their debt to GDP is 70. Your debt to GDP, and this is as the end of 2023, 72.5%.
So ours is even a bit higher than normal.
It's high. So I see a year near maybe 1st July, maybe told me for total 14.5 cents. Almost about 1st July.
Yes,
they say cement from about 30 cedis a day and we say 410 Ghana cedis. So times are hard for people. People cannot access their investment.
Yeah.
Pensioners be brave. For the first time I used to Chief Justice went to demonstration. So it tells you that whatever situation the Kenyans were demonstrating about in East Africa. Ghanaians are feeling the same things on the street of Edum, on the street of Seiko, our Techiman, Atebubu, Sini East, Sini West, Tamale. They feel the same pinch. So they should be careful.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to start to say, oh, Uhuru Kenyatta, Omo Kayomantie, and Abamian Sanobe. I don't know the comparisons between them. I can't go into that comparison. But what that I know is that whatever issues Kenyans are facing in Kenya, on the streets of Nairobi, the ordinary Ghanaian on the street of Kumasi, Accra,
they are feeling the same thing.
Yeah. So we shouldn't dismiss it. Now, maybe we're the first presentation, maybe the second presentation. You will see another worrying trend.
Okay.
Now, you call the second presentation.
Okay.
You see, the Ghana statistics say, there be a one papa.
Okay.
A buying son.